Good morning, everybody. Ooh, sorry about that. I just bumped my box. Welcome back. Let me try to adjust my lighting while I am also checking to see that I'm in the right spot. It looks like there's a shadow. Thank you for joining me for another Stamp with Kurstan. It is a gray Sunday morning where I am in the San Francisco Bay Area. And it looks like we might actually get a little bit of drizzle today. I'm not sure how I feel about that, outside of the fact that we definitely need it. But my team, some of my local gals are coming over today for our monthly team chat, and we're going to sit out on the patio, which is covered, but it's going to be a little chilly, I think. So if you're watching this morning with me already, then you might want to bring a jacket because it's kind of cool outside. So thank you. My name is Kurstan. If you are not familiar with me, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the San Francisco Bay Area. And today I am excited to share with you something that I learned this week. And I've done, I don't know if you can see, but there is a diagonal cut here. And I've done this before, but I've used a whole piece of paper and then just used this top layer to cover up the top half. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut two pieces at the same time. So I'm excited to share this fun new tip with you, and we will do it on video so you can see me. And it saves paper. It's really great. I'm super excited. Today we are making Halloween cards. Last week I told you that I'd put a halt on the Christmas cards for a little bit because I think I had gone a little overboard being excited about the new holiday catalog, or the July to December mini catalog that Stampin' Up! Calls it. But to me, it's still going to be the holiday catalog because it's chock full of all the fun holiday stuff. So we're going to make these two cards, and we're primarily using the Cute Halloween Suite. And if you have your mini catalog, or if you have an online version, it's pages 50 and 51, and it has the cutest stuff in it. This paper pack is 6x6, so it's perfect for cards or treats, and it's just adorable. There's so many cute patterns, and all of the back sides, which I call the B sides, are black and white and versatile, so you can make them any color you want. They're so cute, or you can even use them for a variety of other things. The polka dots and the stripes here, and then this cute little squiggle line is absolutely adorable. This piece of stripe paper would be great for other things as well. You can color it with your blends. You can color it with your, oh gosh, blending brushes. Why am I drawing a blank this morning? I guess I need to drink more of my coffee. But anyway, this suite is so cute. So we're using the stamp set, we're using the coordinating punch, we're using the paper, we're using these adorable star adhesive back sequins, which are kind of holographic and super cute. And then we're also, if you flip the page, we're going to be using this super cute fat cat on 53 from the Clever Cats stamp set. I love this big pumpkin, and I love this guy. And I didn't use this little guy peeking out, but I might today. I used this guy, as you saw on my original card, but maybe today I will use the little eyes peeking out to mix it up a little bit. So let's get started. You are going to need your trimmer if you're going to craft along with me today. And we're going to use two pieces of Designer Series paper, and we're going to flip them so that we cut them both at the same time. So the pieces and all of these measurements will be on my blog tomorrow, or you can watch the replay. But I went ahead and I cut two card bases, which are 5.5 by 8.5, and these are pumpkin pie. And you can cut whatever coordinates. I don't know which Designer Series papers I'm going to use today. I was going to grab them out of the stack on the fly, but the two that I used for the originals, I just coordinated the pumpkin pie, and I think that it'll be fine no matter which ones I use. Orange is always a good Halloween color, right? And then I've got two pieces of black. This is basic black cardstock, and they are 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. because I just want them a hair smaller than my card base, my card front. And then we're going to cut our designer series paper to 4 by 5 1/4, which is a very common, super easy layer size to remember. So I'm going to set those aside. I also went ahead and cut my glitter paper. I've got 2, I used my layering circle dies. So I have 2 black glitter scallops here that you can see on both cards. I have 1 basic white circle to fit on one, and 1 polka dot pattern from this paper pack for my second card. And I'll use that when I am punching out my shapes. And yes, the punch punches these right out of the designer series paper. So handy. So you'll want those on hand. And also the stars. And I keep mine, once I open a pack, I store them in an empty stamp case. And so I've got all of my cute stars here to play with. Hey, Luciana. Hi, Tammy. Let me go ahead and make this bigger so I can see comments. Oops, that did not work. How are you guys today? Make sure my volume is all the way down so I don't reverberate. Hey, Miranda. What are you up to this morning? I know the paper is so cute. And it's a 6 by 6 stack, so you get 48 sheets. And you get so many designs, it's ridiculous. So I can go ahead, I have a video previously on my page that flips through all of the things that were offered for this product share, but we can go ahead really quick and just kind of flip through. So you can see this orange stripe that I used, and then the back side, whoops, the back side is this adorable dot pattern. And then the cute polka dots that I used for the circle. The back side is this fun candy print. These adorable bats in pink. And then the back side is this like acid washed black solid. I've got my skeletons, so cute. These skeletons are super cute. And then on the back side is this pretty like muted black gray stripe. Haunted houses in olive, very fun. In the back is that really cute gray skeleton, bat, pumpkin, and ghost print that I used, and I might use that again because I really like it. And then this cute stripe that can be used all the time. And then these squiggles again, that would be great all the time. And then this piece, which I punched out my cat and my pumpkin from, and I'll do that again. The back side is that distressed black and white stripe, and then these fun ghosts. And I also punched this guy out. He's the one that coordinates with the punch, but the rest of them are super easy to cut if you wanted to. And then this pack is black and it says boo all over it. I really like this one too, but I thought that that was a little too much dark for the card. I wanted to have kind of a nice contrast. And so let's see which 2 we want to take and cut. So maybe let's, I still think I want to do this one. So I'm going to set that aside. That is on the other side of those haunted houses. Maybe this one, that would be fun. Do just a different stripe. Hey Letty, hi Amy. Oh, how fun. That's awesome. I'm glad your niece is stamping with you. Are you guys doing it virtually? That's so fun. All right, let's just flip through and see. Maybe the candy. That would be cute. The candy and the stripes. That's a little dark still. I know, I'm so indecisive. You guys, I should have picked these, and I was like, no, let's just pick them on the video and it'll be fun. And now I can't decide. All right, let's just go with that. Let's call it a day. We'll use the cute stripes and the little, I love this, this gray piece with the little silhouettes of all of the scary, semi-scary creatures here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut them, and I'm going to cut them individually. Let's see, do I want my stripes to go up and down or sideways? I'm going to do sideways. I'm going to cut it to 4. Let's see which end of my trimmer is on camera. Slide it down. We're going to cut both of them to 4, whoops, by 5 1/4. And just slide that down here so I can see the 5 1/4. So again, 4, whoops, this one is directional, so all of my little skeletons are kind of up. No, I guess it's not really directional, is it? Okay. It looked directional for a second. And then 5 1/4. Okay. So the trick to this is lining them both up, and we're going to cut them both at the same time. And I just liked the 1 1/4 height for my short side. And so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up both sides on my 1 1/4. And that also works because if you have the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer, you can see that on the left, to the left of my blade, it goes out to 1 1/2. This mark right here is 1 1/2. This mark is 1 1/4. And so it works out perfectly. So I'm going to hold these together. And I'm actually going to just put them in the middle of my trimmer so it's a little easier. And you want to make sure that you can flip them. So this, and I mean flip, but like alternate, right? So you want to keep them facing the same direction. Whatever piece you want on the front is going to face up, and both pieces are going to face up, because this is going to be the large section on both pieces, and this is going to be the small section, and then we're just going to flip-flop them, and it's going to fit perfectly. So we're going to take both of them face up, and what I'm going to do is, let's see, how did I do this? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to line up this quarter. You guys, now that I'm on camera, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? So, oh, this way, right? Yeah, okay, it's easier if I just do it this way. So the top corner, the top right corner, I'm going to line up on the 1 1/4 line. And then this one, I'm going to hold that in place, and I'm going to shift this at the bottom until I get it to the 1 1/4 line, right? So I've got 1 1/4 here. Let me move this back up because now it's probably out of frame. So top right corner is on the 1 1/4 line because my blade is going to cut here, and that's going to be the short side, which is this card right here. And then this one is lined up on the 1 1/4 at the bottom. And then I'm going to cut right down here, and they're both going to be equal. And you don't have to use the 1 1/4. You can make your diagonal however deep or intense you want. But for me, it was just easy, and I like the distance of 1 1/4 to be able to line it up on both sides of my trimmer. So that's what I'm going with. And then I'm going to cut both of them, steady as she goes. And we have both of our pieces, right? So here's these two. Let me move the trimmer out of the way. I've got these two pieces and my bottoms, right? So then we're just going to flip them. Well, I kind of did that. And they line up perfectly. And so you're not wasting a full sheet of whatever you've got on the bottom and then just layering another piece on top. How fun! So now we can put our cards together. So I'm going to take my liquid glue because I'm putting this on my black paper. And I want to be able to wiggle it around a little, right, before it dries to get it lined up, because you don't have a guide since you're using two pieces. So I'm just going to make sure I get glue along my edges down here. And then I'm going to stick it down. And I know that I only cut 1/8 of an inch. Oop, there's a star hiding under here. I only cut 1/8 of an inch, so I know my matte layer is going to be really small. And so I'm just kind of eyeballing it based on what I know it should probably look like and hope it works out. If you ever make a goof and you need to kind of fix it on the fly, you can line your edges up with your outside of your card base so that it has an even mat all the way around, and leave the gap at your diagonal, because if you absolutely had to, you could cover that up with like something, right? You could cover it with ribbon or a piece of paper or something, like a layer if you needed to. But you can see that this fits perfectly where it's supposed to go. So I'm going to leave it. Oh, I think that came off of this card. And I'm going to glue this one down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put my liquid glue around the edge and layer it up, and then we can work on the middle stuff. This paper is so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oops, I got a little extra glue on there. You want to go, a little glue goes a long way with the liquid glue. And I want it all the way to the edge. So I'm really trying to like take that big chunky end and smear it across so that it's not pooling up on me anywhere and seeping out like I just did. Probably getting it on my fingers too. So here's this, and then I can take it and like pull it right down to the line because I used my liquid glue. There we go. How fun. So now I've got my 2 layers. They're so cute. And we can put those onto our card base. So I've got both. I'm going to get my bone folder here. I've got both of my pumpkin pie card bases. Orange is just, well, I love orange anyway because, you know, we're a baseball family and we love the Giants. But orange is just like a good Halloween go-to for me. Put some Stampin' Seal on the edges of this. I don't know why, but it's harder for me to line up my card if it's closed than if it's open. So I'm just going to stick that right down. There's one card. This is such an easy way to get 2 cards done at once. Get your bases and layers out of the way, and then decorate the front. And both of these cards are using the same design, kind of like, right? My focal point is the circle, the black glitter with the image in the center. So I've got my white here to stamp on. We'll get my little cat, my chunky kitty out. At least my pumpkin. Let's stamp the pumpkin. I think I might want to switch him. I think maybe we'll do the little kitty peeking out the top, right? Oops, that's the cute Halloween. This one, the clever cats. So maybe let's think about putting his little eyes peeking out the top of this pumpkin. But first I'm gonna go ahead and stamp my pumpkin. So I've got my pumpkin pie ink. I'm sorry, that was loud. And my Memento black ink. This pumpkin is so cute. Where is he? I have my little box of stuff here. Did I put it back in the... Maybe I did when I was making him. Yes, I put him away. All right, I'm gonna get my outline. You can stamp the center first or the outline first, whichever you prefer. I like to stamp the outline because I feel like it just gives me a guide. And my Memento needs re-inked, so I'm inking it upside down so I make sure I can really see that I've got a good coverage on that pumpkin. And I'm just gonna stamp. Ooh, I got black ink on my finger. So let's try to stamp my pumpkin to cover that up. That little smudge I just gave it. Like this. That's not good. Okay, that kind of covers it up. I don't think anybody's gonna notice but me, right? So let's put that one away and put my Memento lid on just for a second until we decide what we're gonna do with our kitty friend. And then I'm gonna ink up my pumpkin background. Make sure that my ink is, my pumpkin pie was giving me grief the other day too. I don't know what's going on. Okay. This isn't gonna fit exactly, so I'm just gonna kind of fill in part of the pumpkin. Like that. It's not made to be an exact fit. And I like how it's kind of leaning over. Yeah, the chubby cats are so cute, right, Amy? I love it too. All right. So I can put my pumpkin pie away for now. Let me put those eyes, the little kitty eyes on, where did he go? There he is. Excuse me. The little kitty eyes on a block and see what we're working with here. I feel like it's not a lot to fill up the space, so maybe we put the kitty head, right? And then a bat. Oh, how cute is that? All right, let's put the little kitty head here. Let me try to, I might have to, I'm pulling this over a little bit because I don't want to stick my head in the camera, but I can't see. There. Oh, that's off, but it's still fine. It's cute. How cute is that? I love it. As soon as I saw those fat cats in the catalog, it was on my first order. You guys, this cat is so cute. So let's put, since we have space up there, how about we put a spider? I've got this cute little spider on the stamp set too. And we can add him. Let's just make sure we got him inked. Oh, look at that. That's adorable. All right, so let's put this little spider over here. And then he has a string, this little web that comes to, it's photopolymer, so whenever you're peeling off photopolymer from the sheet, it's helpful to just kind of sit it down and let it reshape itself. And it's sticking to my hand, if you can see that at the bottom of the screen there. And so I'm just gonna like roll it onto my block so that it's straight. And I'm gonna ink it up. And it looks like I have, you guys, I don't know how he does it, but my dog gets hair everywhere. Even, I mean, he doesn't even come in here very often because I don't let him, and he still manages to get hair everywhere. All right, let me see if I can do this. There. That's kind of straight. How cute is that? Should we put a purple bat too? I feel like we have a lot of space to fill here. And maybe we should put a cute little purple bat. Just because the set has so many fun things. Like, look, there's a broomstick, the little spider that I just stamped, the little bats at the bottom. And then this guy is adorable, this cat in the box. And then it's a two-step stamp, so you get, there's a little glare on it, isn't there? You get like the little box shape to fill in the box without having to color it. So I'm gonna put my spider away. If I can see where he went on my sheet. I miss having the printed things, but it's okay because you can put them on the back of your case now, but I always forget to do that. I need to just go through and do it when I get my stamp set like I used to do with my red rubber stamps. And I would just automatically, as soon as a new stamp came in, I would take it apart and put my labels on and then put it away so that when I wanted to use it, it was ready to go. All right, I'm just, whoops, see, there's a little like fiber on my stamp and I don't want that there. Let's see, Bochi dog, you get hair everywhere. Okay, that's cute. Now I'm gonna leave it alone before I do too much. Put the stamp down and walk away. Sometimes I just keep going and going and going, and then it turns out so far from what I thought. All right, so he's cute, he's done. Let's put him on my glitter paper. Now you want to use a super strong adhesive when you're putting this on your glitter paper. And so I grabbed my tear tape. If you don't have tear tape, you can definitely use something else. I just don't recommend like liquid glue or something like lightweight because this glitter paper is textured and you want it to stay. So I'm using tear tape. You could totally use Stampin' Seal Plus. You could probably use glue dots. I don't know the longevity. I would probably use glue dots if I weren't using tear tape, so maybe, and you know, give it a whirl. But I love tear tape. It's super strong. I'm just gonna turn my little circle over here and burnish it on the back just to make sure I've got a really good connection. This tape is like Fort Knox, you guys. It's the best. And then while I have it out, I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere my circles down as well for later. And then I can put my tear tape away. And then just get this down. The scallop is a very small margin there, so I try to kind of wiggle it and make sure. Okay. All right, so I've got those done. I put my tear tape away. Get my dimensionals out and ready. So here we go with this guy. So I'm gonna put some dimensionals on the back of my circle. Maybe they'll come off. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment. You can still see my little black smudge there, so I think I'm going to cover it up with my sentiment. And I thought I put, sorry for the noise, there's my white piece of paper for both of my sentiments. Okay. So, I like the Perfect Halloween, but also this stamp set has a Hey Crazy Cat stamp, and I think that would be super cute. So let's do that, because then I can use it like during October, but not necessarily for Halloween. And I can send it to a friend and say, hey, Crazy Cat, and it will be great. So let's use that instead. I'm still gonna go ahead and just cut it out. Or maybe, was it gonna fit there? I don't think it's gonna fit there. So let's just stamp it here. And maybe I should go ahead and do my other sentiment while I have this out. I used Hey Boo from the Cutest Halloween set. But I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna use Treat Yourself this time. I like to mix it up. So let's grab this one. And I'm gonna use the same, I'm just gonna use black on that one too. And I'm gonna go ahead and just cut both of these out at the same time. That font for the Treat Yourself stamp is so cute. And then I can put my ink away and not worry about it anymore, because I'm probably gonna stick my finger in it again. Okay. Oh, thanks, Tammy. You know, actually the, excuse me, the layout I got from Audra Monk. I was watching her video, and she made some holiday, not Halloween, holiday cards in this layout. She added a bunch more stuff, but I thought it was super cute with the, with just the circles and the star sequins for Halloween. So here's my crazy cat lady, and I'm gonna put, or hey crazy cat, crazy cat lady. I'm gonna put that right there and cover up that smudge somewhat. Yeah, that looks perfect. Let me see if I can get some liquid glue on here. And I think it's supported enough that I don't need to sneak attack a dimensional under there for that right side. And that's perfect. And then let's cut out my Treat Yourself. I have gotten in the habit lately of fussy cutting my sentiments out, because sometimes you just, I don't know, I can't commit to a label, or it doesn't fit the way I want, and maybe I'm just being a little too picky, but this just seems to be working for me right now. And I don't mind fussy cutting. Just getting a little bit more of that. There we go. All right. Do you guys have Halloween plans yet? We will hopefully be trick-or-treating this year. Last year, you know, we weren't able to, and Andrew really missed it. And this year, he's so excited to be Batman. He has a full Batman outfit, or like costume outfit. I just need to get him some black sweatpants and a black hoodie so that he can wear it all together. So here's our new card. This is our old card. I'm going to slide that out of the way. I'm going to put my little Treat Yourself up here for the next one. And let's put some stars on here. And these stars complement the black glitter paper so well. And I was contemplating orange, but maybe we should do black. Or the purple, because we put the bat. You know what? Let's do purple, because we added the bat. So the stars come in this huge sheet, but you can see I've cut mine up, and they come in 2 sizes. So this piece is actually indicative of the 2 sizes that you get. And I like mixing and matching when I put stuff on. So I'm going to use a big one and a little one, and then maybe a big one down here, just to give some extra shimmer. And you can see when the light catches it, it turns almost blue, but super fun. So that's the first one. Let's keep on keeping on and grab the second one to finish. And then this one, you remember, is the one that I punched out. So let's just pull this into view and kind of shift all of my mess around here. So this is the one we're going to finish now. And you can see that I actually added some of that silver metallic mesh ribbon on here, because I thought it just gave a little bit something extra. So I'm going to cut that again. And I just took off, like, I don't know, a piece. Like, I just snipped this off. I'm going to clean it up depending on my card base here. But I'm going to leave it sit for now until we get our pieces punched out. So here is my adorable punch. that's a little dirty. You can see it better here, but it's got the ghost, the cat, and the pumpkin, and it punches these right out of the paper. It also coordinates with the stamp set itself, and so you can see there's the pumpkin, the ghost, and the cat, and then all of the faces that come with it. And then you also get the skeleton, which is super cute, but he does not coordinate with the punch. He'd be so easy to cut out though. And I just want to like tip that because of the glare. I keep catching the light on it. So let me grab our paper that we're going to punch out. And you can get so many images out of the sheets. So here's the ghost piece, and I want this guy. So I'm just going to cut around him and set the rest aside, and that gives me a good piece to hold on to as well. And then he slides right down here. Just going to kind of tilt my punch to get a good even border around him, and then punch away. And I can save this for this cute little guy eating candy if I want, but I'm just gonna, it's a little piece, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't know that I'll use him later. So I'm just gonna set my ghost here, and then I just took snips and cut off this whole bottom section of this piece so that I could get to the pumpkins. And it looks like I might have to snip a little bit more because of the way that the punch is. Sometimes you have to move it around a little bit to get your image that you want. So that looks good. I've got my pumpkin. The rest is just scraps. And now I need to find a full kitty cat because I don't have one left. So I'm just going to cut around these two. And that'll give me my little furry friend. There we go. If you ever get a piece that's too small and you can't hold it and stick it in there at the same time, you can always grab a Post-it. And so I just have this cute little Post-it here. You don't have to waste the whole thing, so I use one sheet as many times as I can. So I'm just cutting a little sliver off, and I'm going to put it onto my paper. And then that gives me a better handle to hold and center it into my punch. There we go. And you can see I nicked a little bit off of the corner, but that's okay. There's still tons of sticky here, so I'm just going to set it aside. And I'll use it, whoops, I'll use it the next time I need it. So now I've got all three of my shapes, and I have my sentiment. Let me just clear out some of this mess. So these cards, again, the way I do my weekly lives is if you place an order in my online shop between now and next Friday night, I will send you kits to make both of these cards as a thank you from me. And what's even more fun is if you place an order that's $50 or more, my gift for August is a pack of the stars. So if you place an order for $50 or more this week in my online shop, which is shopwithkurstan.com, Stamp with Kurstan is my blog, you'll get these 2 card kits and a pack of the stars. So I don't send you stamped images. You'll get a blank white circle that you'll need to stamp yourself, so you'll need your own stamps and inks, but I will cut out your little friends here, and you'll stamp your own sentiments and add them to your cards, and I will give you your card base, your layer, your black layer, and your designer series paper as a thank you gift. So I am, let's see, so I trimmed down my metallic mesh, and I'm just going to take my seal and put a little strip here because I know that that's going to get covered up by my circle, and that holds that in place a little bit better. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this down too. And I'm not using dimensionals on this one. I'm just using seal because I already used seal to hold down the metallic mesh. You can do, because I put the mesh down, I'm just gonna kind of center it, I think, instead of offsetting it. And now I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of all of my little friends. So I've got my kitty cat, my pumpkin. Let me get another one for my ghost. Maybe one more for his little bottom half. There we go. Whoops. All right. So my ghost I wanted to hang off of my circle. So I'm gonna put him down first. And then my little pumpkin is gonna kind of hang off up here. And then my little kitty cat. And now we can add our sentiment. So I'm gonna take, he's kind of thick, or thin I mean, so I'm gonna just take a dimensional and cut it in half. And I hope that that's still not too wide. Nope, just perfect. Otherwise I could have grabbed a mini dimensional, but that would be putting my hand over the camera again. So I've got my two little pieces here. I'm just gonna put treat yourself. Whoops, it's a little crooked. There we go. How cute. So now we can add some stars to this one too. And I think I'm gonna stick with the orange. I'm gonna put a small one. Let me get a big one over here. Just kind of stick it underneath the mesh. And then maybe another small one down here. I work in threes or odd numbers, so 3 and 5 is where I go to for embellishments. All right, so now we have all 4 cards here. How cute. I am all set for October and sending out fun notes to my friends and my customers. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tip for your diagonal cuts, and that will save you paper. I think it's super cute. I love the contrast. I love that the middle lines up without any additional hiding or wasting paper. And this cute Halloween suite is just the best. I will definitely do some more Halloween stuff before Halloween, probably some treats, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday and a great week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!